All right, looks like we're in for a super hot summer in SoCal here. So I'm going to go ahead and work smart, not hard. So got the AC on in here. It's still hot, you know, even working in here when you start moving around a bit. And so I figured, didn't really want to do this car next. I might end up stopping again because I have some other things again I need to have done. But I want to work, again, smart, not hard. So I'm going to go ahead and see if I can get this body off the pan on this thing. And then I can finish up the metalwork here in these corners. And then the floor here. I still have to kind of improvise a little bit because I got to put the fenders back on and sand those. So I'll figure all that out. Maybe we'll build a cart to put the body on. I was going to do this in the other end of the shop where I have a car lift. What I do then is I just put the car lift arms underneath the windows here, and over here I'll put the arms under here and just lift the body off. But I don't really want to push it around there and work in that heat. So anyway, so we're just going to go ahead and move forward on this, and I'll talk to you guys a little bit later in the video. All right, let's see if these ones come loose. Been on there since 1954. At least they're loose, but we put some lube on them and shove them back down again. You definitely don't want to just try and unscrew them all the way. Get an old car like this, I'll work them a little bit. I feel like they're getting kind of tight when I get up so far. So. I'm going to put the air tools on. One more time. It's always a process. These are old cars. Feels like he's going to come out now. I think I'll get the electric ratchet at this point. Bag all those up. All right, we'll see if these ones do the same. Okay, a little bit. Seems like they're pretty good. Do just just run them back down once. This is I only be able to do these ones just once. So they're pretty good. Run them down one more time with the electric ratchet and then bring them back out. Well, you never know on these ones. Could go either way. Been on there since 1954. I did let the other one soak overnight. Get a little short extension. Well, it seems like they're loosening up pretty good, so I'm just gonna use the lesser con here. Yeah, they're okay. Those ones came out no problem. It's a long time since 1954. Well, I know if I'm a little gentler with them right now, it'll pay back on the other end. That's always, you can always weld something on there, but then you got to weld, so it's better if you can get them out in one piece. Back down. I'd say it feels like we're home free, so. Better. Alright, these two. These are 14s, so these are no problem. These are 14s, so these are a little different. I think the later ones are all 13. They look like they're in perfect shape. Look at that. The washers on them. Everything's really good. Alright. Time to go to the front. Alright, what do you guys think is going to happen up here? I wasn't anticipating a problem. Things came right off. Came right loose. Beautiful. Alright, let's check the next one in a second. Alright, see if this thing comes out. This thing. Yeah, it's going to work pretty good. Try the next one. There we go. Almost up. Sure, this is the first time this thing's been off here in 40 years, 50 years, or 60 years, or whatever. Since it was new, 54, so I don't know. My math isn't real good when I'm trying to video something. Alright, we'll see what these ones under here are like. Usually these ones are usually more of a problem. That one came right loose. Yep, both of them came loose pretty easy. We'll try the air wrap. The battery might be low. I'm gonna try I don't know if I'll be able to get any lube up in there. Let's work them out slow, go up and down with them a few times, and they should come out no problem. Well, I was taking out the front ones, and look how sketchy these were. The top part above where the plate was, where the threads are, was just rusting away. So the other side came out pretty good. I think those are the ones there. Good threads on that, but that's how what the bolt's supposed to look like. The other one was just, the top of it is just rusted out. Okay, so all I gotta do is take out the rest of the bottom ones. I don't think I'll be able to film that, but I'll keep you guys informed in a second as I get them off. There's like all the way from the front, all the way along the bottom of the inside rail, and then we're ready to come off. All right, there they are. I got them all out. Had a couple scary moments. I didn't know if it was going to break or not, but they're all kind of rusty on the top, so some water got in there. Anyway, maybe I'll try and do something when I have the body off to try and protect that from rusting through in the future. But we'll take a look at that later. Alright, so I got these pile of old steel that I have. These are actually the frame rails that were holding the bucket truck together. So I can use those. And I think what I'm going to do is make a rack so that I can kind of roll the body around. I don't know. It's going to be a little tough because to get it up above the tires, it's probably going to hit the garage door. I'm not sure. It's going to be that close. So I think what I'm going to do is build a really crude rack. I think I'm just going to take those larger beams and just make two that go on the outside. And then I was going to make two like sawhorse type style things. And I was going to put two in the front and one in the back. But I thought, you know, it might be easier just to less cutting and just make one long one. And just put 4 wheels on it because I bought 8 wheels. You can never go wrong with having a lot of casters laying around to do stuff like this. And just go to Harbor Freight when I got the membership, and it was like really cheap with these, $5.99 each or something. So they're big too. You want big tall casters. The cheap little ones, they get stuck on everything. So yeah, I was thinking about making a rack that goes on the outside. So all it's going to be is just 2 bars here, 1 bar going up and across, and then I'll probably put a little gusset on each end because I think it'll want to splay out. You know, if it doesn't work, you know, what the heck, you know, what's going to hurt? But I just thought about doing it that way because then I could kind of roll it around and then put it back in here. Be nice if it fit through the garage door, then I could work on the body inside the garage with the air on. It is extremely hot. I don't really even want to work when it's like this, so I just haven't been really filming that much because I haven't been doing that much when it's hot like this. I do my job, my work, and then I don't really want to do much out here. So anyway, we're going to weld some wheels on there and then move on. I know already. You guys can say this is not strong enough to hold the car up. Well, here's my test. It's strong enough to hold me. It's definitely strong enough to hold that car. I know that it doesn't weigh more than 400 pounds. In fact, I'm sure it's pretty much lighter than that. So it doesn't need to be that strong. We're not building a car on this. It's just to hold the body up so I can do some work to it and stuff like that. So that's all we need. There she goes. Yeah, perfect. All right, there it is, guys. It's all removed. I'm gonna leave this out here, leave that inside for a little bit. I can move it all the way over here, no problem. I'll clean out the garage a little bit, and then I'll do a little bit more. Cooled down a little bit today, so let's see here. Yeah, that looks good. Get a little bit closer, so I can get you guys in checking it out here. All right, that's off. So I want to power wash all this, and then later on I'm going to get some of the seamless boots for this. So if you guys have never seen those done, I'll be doing those on this car. I'm going to check out the starter, make sure all that. I am not going to remove and rebuild, go through the transmission. It'll probably be fine, but most of the time I put them in, they're usually fine, regardless of, I don't know how many miles are on this, but it doesn't look like there was that many really. And I'm going to guess that it's probably okay. If it isn't, then I'll just take the chance at taking it back out again. It's not that hard to get out. So, but I'm going to go ahead and not rebuild the trans. Most of the time I do that and I'm usually okay. But every once in a while I get one that's got noises or something, and I got the sinkers are bad or something, and I got to go through the trans. So I'll deal with that when it comes. It's an expense I don't need to really do unless I need to. And I usually have them done somewhere. I don't usually do it myself. This one I could. You don't need a trans jig to do these, so you never know. That's the only 54 one I have. I have a later model split case, but they're different. I'm going to clean up all the front end. I got some more rust issues. Let's look at them. Of course, we know about these, which look worse now that we've got it up in the air. Look at that. The jack point's gone. Or where's the jack point? That's on the pan, actually. It was underneath where the jack point was. Got a little hole there going on. Look at that. What we've got over here. Is that okay? Can't really see. You guys can see better than me. So I'll just slide these up a little bit. It's easy to do. And I know there's going to be people that are going to say, that thing's going to fall off of those. No, there's no chance at all of that. This thing's strong. As weak as that looks, you're not going to break that. That's not going to fall down. It's actually really good like that for this much weight. I mean, this, what does a body weigh? 250, 300 pounds? I don't even know. But we've got some issues up here. So, good old Napoleon's hat issues. It's not worth replacing the panel, I don't think. I think I'll just do a repair. I'll just cut this area out. It goes all the way up to here, though. And then underneath, I can make that little L piece. Just bend it in an L and put one up there. Yeah. It's a little bit hard to do. I don't know. I think it's easier than trying to do that in play with the heater channels in place, trying to replace that sucker. They're almost always rusted up there. Almost every car, you can take it out the pan, you're going to find an issue right in that area. So, and I still got this to do over here. That, see that, where they cut it. This, it's not rusted underneath. Let's get you guys back a little bit. Is that a little hole there? I'll get you guys on. Round hole. I don't see any rust holes there, but it's definitely kind of beat up. I gotta put these lower panels on here. So I got that to do while the pan's away. And I gotta get the pan hab for this side. Replace that. So I got a bit of work to do while it's off there. I'll power wash everything up. Maybe I'll get my big 4 gallons per minute, 4,000 pound pressure washer with a spinner on it and just try and remove everything I can off there. It's almost like sandblasting it, really. That thing is, with a spinner on it, it'll really remove all the chunky stuff and everything out of there. Probably do that. Yeah. Try it with the little one a little bit first, because it's always hooked up. Yeah, we got some issues, but they're okay. Nothing bad. I mean, I don't know. I don't think I'd expect much less than this for a 54. I mean, this is a very old car, so they didn't protect them as well these years. I don't know if they dipped them even back then. I don't know when they started doing that. I don't know, because they had more, I noticed more between the seams problems on these cars than on the later models, so who knows. Anyway, she's looking good up there, isn't she? You can save it, get back on the road. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Please like, share, and subscribe.